This is Super Yacht News with E. Sisman.
Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. The 86 metre or 282 foot super yacht Kingdom 5KR has returned to Sanremo after her uneventful trip to Tunisia. It's a bit tongue-in-cheek. The super yacht, originally named Nabila, built in 1980 at a cost of $100 million, was involved in 2 accidents in the same trip, according to reports. The vessel reportedly hit another yacht, motor yacht ROE, in Sanremo as she departed, causing damage to both vessels. The yacht sailed to Tunisia after leaving Sanremo, where upon arrival at the marina, she reportedly hit the seawall on the way in and then promptly crashed directly into the wharf, as you can see in the video footage here from at the time, which we featured in a previous video of Super Yacht News. Now, the bow sustained damage in that incident, as you can see, and the yacht was sort of marooned there for quite a while until they managed to move it. The vessel went into a shipyard nearby to that location and had some repairs done. Now, based on that video footage, I can only assume that the accident was caused by some sort of instrument failure on board, which meant the loss of control of the yacht, because it seems rather unlikely that the captain would have been so far off crashing, directly into the wharf like that. Anyway, as you can see, the yacht has arrived back in Sanremo, and you can see her docking in the video footage, and she has a patched up bow. It looks like a piece of metal has been shaped and welded over the damaged area. Now, it's not the best work I've ever seen. It appears to be a temporary repair, based on how crude that repair is. Now, the footage was sent in by SV Double Star. Interestingly, I bumped into the crew of the vessel on a recent trip to Italy, and they had complained that they had sent footage into us in the past, and none of it had made it into any of our videos. Well, at least that's one good thing that came here. Anyway, Kingdom 5KR was built in 1980, as I said, and named Nabila for the Saudi billionaire Adnan Khashoggi. It was named after his daughter, apparently. He was thought to be, or he was believed to be, a Middle Eastern businessman, but later turned out to be an arms dealer. Now, after a number of years, and as his profession became more widely known and his money started to dwindle, he sold the yacht to a New York businessman who would later become the President of the United States, Donald Trump. Donald Trump actually got a good deal out of it, paying around $29 million for a $100 million yacht. And he renamed the vessel the Trump Princess. However, after some time in the shipyard, and then he kept the vessel for 3 years, but it was laid up for most of that time. And then he sold the vessel for reportedly $20 million. And the yacht is now owned by the Saudi Prince Al Walid bin Talal, according to Super Yacht Fan. All right, we'll move on to the next story. The NGO Oxfam has called for legislation to be created that would ban private jets and super yachts. They said the global carbon budget to avoid temperatures rising by 1.5 degrees Celsius would be depleted in 2 days if everyone started emitting as much carbon as the average billionaire, a study from Oxfam has found. In its Carbon Inequality Kills analysis, the NGO tracked emissions from private jets, yachts, and polluting investments, and said the super rich are fueling inequality, hunger, and death. Jim Clarkin, the CEO of Oxfam in Ireland, said the report finds that just a few billionaires produce more carbon in a few hours than most people in Ireland will in their lifetime. He called for wealth taxes on polluting investments and luxury emissions. Oxfam said that the next Irish government should introduce a wealth tax on those with net wealth of over €4 million, or punitively tax carbon-intensive luxury consumption, beginning with private jets and super yachts. one thing, we've had some issues with our audio recently. You might have noticed, or you might not have noticed, that the mic is in a different location. That's because we're using a different cable, which we think has resolved the issue. We'd like to extend our thanks to those in the comments who actually left constructive criticism on the issues we were having. It turned out to be an audio cable. The problem for us is we were unable to replicate the issues people were telling us they were getting in the comments. We could tell the audio was off, but we couldn't really figure out why it was off. But like I said, I think the cable was the problem. We have actually ordered a new microphone, a whole new setup to make sure this problem doesn't come again. Now, like I said, thanks for the positive comments, but some people really don't know how to talk to people, or maybe they're hiding because they know it's, they're not saying it to somebody's face. But I just find this, maybe I'm a bit old for this, but why do people talk this way? Like this comment here is particularly offensive. I mean, obviously we know there's a problem, but we still have to make videos. And, like I said, we were investigating the issue, but it's complicated when you can't replicate it. But, people like that, just FYI, if you leave comments like that, you're going to get blocked. So you can't leave comments again because we haven't got time to deal with it. But I just wanted to point it out. The majority of people put really good comments like this. This is great. This is the great side of social media, is that people are actually trying to help. So thanks to all of those who did help. And like I said, I think the problem has been solved. All right, guys, if you've got any information for us, you know how to get in touch. You can get us in the email address in the ticker. You can get us on the About page of YouTube. You can get us on all the social media platforms pretty much. Instagram, Twitter, and Threema. Please be sure to like the video, very important for the algorithm. Hit the subscribe button and hit the bell for future notifications. Check out our Patreon page also. Always a lot of good stuff on there. Be sure to check it out. You can also join for free now. So, all right, guys, I'll leave it there. Thanks very much for watching, and I'll catch up with you tomorrow.